Welcome to the Michigan State Board Practical Cosmetology Test put on by Empire Beauty School. Topic area number 1, Workstation Preparation, 10 minutes. Your proctor will say, you have 10 minutes for daily workstation preparation. I will announce when there are 5 minutes left. When completed, stand quietly. You may start. Timing begins now. Do not start until you are told. Wash and sanitize your hands. Remove your daily station bag and close the main bag. Take out gloves and disinfect your station. Set up single-use and multi-use bags on the floor. Set up your mannequin and mannequin stand. Also set up the remaining items in your daily use bag: the water, the barbicide, the hand sanitizer, your blood spill kit, and paper towels. All may remain on your station. When the 10 minutes are completed, the proctor will When the 10 minutes are completed, the proctor will say stop working, and you will stop immediately and stand quietly, awaiting the next instruction. Don't forget, when using the single-use and multi-use bags, that the single-use is for items that cannot be disinfected and reused. Multi-use bag are for items that you can disinfect and reuse. Topic area number 2, hair cutting, 25 minutes. Your proctor will say you have 10 minutes to set up your hair cutting station and prepare your client for a haircut. I will announce when there are 5 minutes left. When completed, stand quietly. You may start. Timing begins now. Do not start until told. Number 1 is wash and sanitize your hands. Number 2, remove your hair cutting bag and then close your main bag. Take out your gloves and disinfect your station. Set items to be used on your station and put the hair cutting bag in your single-use bag. Cape mannequin using neck strip and cloth cape. Analyze scalp. Wet hair with water bottle. Part the hair off into 4 sections. When done, stand quietly. The proctor will say stop working when your time is up. Stand quietly and wait for next instructions. Do not start cutting until you're told to. Next, the proctor will say the hair cutting evaluation requires the use of shears and a razor. Cut at least 1 inch from the hair. Cut the hair with shears for 5 minutes. Start hair cutting with shears. Timing begins now. You will cut the hair until she tells you to stop. Do not stop early. You will now work on the haircut for the next 5 minutes using any haircut that you choose, making sure to cut off 1 inch of hair and palming the shears safely when combing. When the 5 minutes are up, the proctor will say, stop working, stand quietly, and wait for next instruction. You will now place your shears in the multi-use bag. Next, the proctor will say, you will now cut the hair with a razor for 5 minutes. Start cutting with razor. Timing begins now. Remember, do not stop until you're told. You will now cut the hair, removing a minimum of 1 inch using the razor, and making sure to use it safely and palming when combing the hair. Remember, do not stop until you're told, but when told, stop immediately. You may cut anywhere you want or any type of haircut that you would like. When the 5 minutes is complete for razor cutting, your proctor will say, please stop and stand quietly. Then the proctor will say, you have 5 minutes to clean up your workstation. I will announce when there are 2 minutes left. When you finish, please stand quietly. Start your cleanup. Timing begins now. Remember, do not start until you are told. At this point, you will sweep the floor and put all your items in the proper bags. So combs and razor will go in your multi-use bag. Clips will also go in the multi-use bag. Neck strip will go in our single-use bag. After folding your cape and putting it on your station for later use, you will put on your gloves and disinfect your workstation. You will then take your gloves and put them in the single-use bag. Topic 3, chemical wave, 25 minutes. Your proctor will say you have 10 minutes to set up your chemical wave station and prepare your client for a chemical wave. You will divide the hair into 5 sections. I will announce when there are 5 minutes left. When completed, stand quietly. You may start. Timing begins now. Remember, do not start until told. First step, as always, is to wash and sanitize hands. Step number 2, remove your chemical wave bag and close your main bag or cupboard. The next step is to take out your gloves and disinfect your workstation using a paper towel and your EPA disinfectant. Then place gloves and paper towel in the single-use bag. Set up items to be used on your station and dispose of your chemical wave bag in your single-use bag. Cape mannequin with a plastic or chemical cape using cape towel. Analyze scalp. Part mannequin off into 5 sections. A mohawk on the top and 4 sections around the bottom. When your 10-minute setup time is completed, the proctor will say, please stop and stand quietly. Remember to stop immediately and wait for the next instruction. The next instruction, the proctor will say, you have 10 minutes to wrap 3 perm rods. I will announce when there are 5 minutes left. When completed, stand quietly. The proctor will direct you when to saturate and test curl. You may start wrapping. Timing begins now. Remember, do not start until told, and do not saturate or test curl until told. Wrap your 3 perm rods and then apply protective cream around the rods using a spatula for sanitation. Apply right around all of the rods. And then wrap your cotton around that. Dispose of your protective cream and your spatula in the single-use bag. Once your cotton is wrapped around your perm rods, you will stop and step back. This will alert the proctor that you are ready for the next step. When instructed to saturate, you're going to put on gloves and saturate all 3 rods, making sure solution does not run in mannequin eyes. Keep your gloves on and perform a test curl when instructed. Make sure you're going all the way from one end to the other. Make sure to cover every bit of the hair with your solution. When instructed to by the proctor, you will complete a test curl, unwrapping the rod 1.5 times and then rewrapping the rod. When the 10 minutes is completed, the proctor will say, "Please stop working. Time has ended." You must then stop immediately. The proctor will say, "You have 5 minutes to remove rods and clean chemical wave station. I will announce when there are 2 minutes left to finish. When done, stand quietly. Start your cleanup. Timing begins now. Do not start cleanup until instructed to do so, and put all items in proper bags." These items that can be disinfected will go in our multi-use bag. And these items that cannot be disinfected will go in our single-use bag. Remember to save one clip out to clip that top section back out of the way, and also disinfect your workstation. Okay, topic area 4 is going to be foil highlights, and you'll have 25 minutes. Your proctor will say you have 10 minutes to set up your workstation and prepare your client for a foil highlight. I will announce when there are 5 minutes left. When done, please stand quietly. Start your preparation. Timing begins now. First step is to wash and sanitize hands. Then you're going to remove your foil highlights bag from your main bag and close that, or the cupboard if it's in there. Next, you're going to take out your gloves from your foil bag and disinfect your station, and then dispose of the gloves in the single-use bag. Set items to be used on your station and dispose of the foil bag into the single-use bag. Next step is to analyze the scalp. After your 10-minute setup time, the proctor will say, "Please stop and stand quietly. Stop immediately and wait for the next instruction." Next, the proctor will say, "You will have 10 minutes to apply 3 foils. I will announce when there are 5 minutes left. When done, please stand quietly. Start your foils. Timing begins now." Wearing gloves, you will apply 3 foils using your mock lightener. You may weave or slice, whatever is most comfortable for you. When your 10 minutes are up for the foiling, your proctor will say, "Please stop working. Time has ended." She will then say there will be 5 minutes provided to clean up. I will announce when there are 2 minutes left. When done, please stand quietly. Start your cleanup. Timing begins now. Remember, do not start cleanup until instructed to do so. Remember to put everything in the proper bag. Your lightener, gloves, and foils will go in the single-use bag. Your tint brush and comb will go in the multi-use bag. You will save your clip out to clip this hair out of the way after removing the foils and putting them in the single-use bag. Topic Area 5 is Hydroxide Virgin Relaxer, 25 minutes. The proctor will say, "You have 10 minutes to set up your workstation and prepare your client for a hydroxide relaxer. I will announce when there are 5 minutes left. When done, please stand quietly. Start your preparation. Timing begins now." Remember not to start until told. First step, as always, is to wash and sanitize your hands. Next, you're going to remove your Hydroxide Virgin Relaxer bag from your main bag, making sure the main bag is closed or the cupboard is closed. Remove the gloves from your bag and disinfect your station. Set items to be used on station and dispose of bag in single use. Analyze scalp. Using a spatula to remove the base cream, you will apply it around the section, including ears and hairline, and then to 3 of the subsections. Your 3 subsections. 1, 2, 3. When the 10 minutes are up, the proctor will say, "Please stop and stand quietly." Don't forget to stop immediately and wait for the next instruction. Then the proctor will say, "You have 10 minutes to apply 3 subsections of Hydroxide Virgin Relaxer." I will announce when there are 5 minutes left. When done, please stand quietly. Start your relaxer. Timing begins now. With gloves on, you're going to apply your hydroxide relaxer to the mid-strand of 3 subsections. 1 inch away from the scalp and 1 inch away from the ends. Apply to the top of the section and the underneath of the section. After applying to the 3 subsections, you will smooth. Then you will go back in and finish at the scalp and ends. After applying from scalp through ends, you will go back in and smooth again. When your 10 minutes is done, the proctor will say, "Please stop working. Time has ended." Proctor will say, "5 minutes will be provided to clean up. I will announce when there are 2 minutes left. When done, please stand quietly. Start your cleanup. Timing begins now." Gloves and relaxer will go in single-use bag, and tint brush will go in multi-use bag. Disinfect station. Proctor will say you will have 10 minutes to set up your workstation and prepare your client for a hair color retouch. I will announce when there are 5 minutes left. When done, please stand quietly. Start your preparation. Timing begins now. Wash and sanitize hands. Remove hair color retouch bag and close main bag or cupboard. Take out gloves and disinfect station. Put items to be used on your station and put your hair color retouch bag in the single use. Analyze scalp. Apply your protective cream around the areas of skin, not through the hair. Remove it with a spatula. Come behind the ear and the neck. Drop protective cream and spatula into single use. When your 10 minutes for setup is completed, the proctor will ask you to stop and stand quietly and wait for the next instruction. Next, the proctor will say you have 10 minutes to apply 3 subsections with a 2-inch hair color retouch. I will announce when there are 5 minutes left. When done, please stand quietly. Start your hair color retouch. Timing begins now. While wearing gloves, apply your hair color to a 2-inch regrowth. Go around the section. And then complete your 2-inch, 3 subsections. And 3. After the 10 minutes is done, your proctor will say that you have 5 minutes to clean hair color retouch workstation. I will announce when there are 2 minutes left to finish. When done, stand quietly. Start your cleanup. Timing begins now. Remember to not start until you are instructed to do so. Put all items in proper bags. Remove plastic cape and towel from mannequin and place in multi-use bag. Single use, multi-use. Disinfect station. Our next topic is blow dry and thermal curl. You will have 25 minutes total. The proctor will say you will have 10 minutes to set up your workstation and prepare your client for a blow dry and thermal curl. Turn on the curling iron and set your temperature. I will announce when there are 5 minutes left. When done, please stand quietly. Start your preparation. Timing begins now. Wash and sanitize hands. Remove blow dry and thermal curl bag and close main bag or cupboard. Plug in blow dryer and curling iron and set curling iron temperature. Take out gloves and disinfect station. Set items to be used on your station. Put blow dry and thermal bag in single use. Cape mannequin with neck strip and cloth cape that you had set aside from earlier. Analyze scalp. The proctor will say you have 5 minutes to wet one section and blow dry that section. I will tell you when there are 2 minutes left. Timing begins now. Lightly mist your section. And blow dry. Blow dry until the hair is completely dry with no dampness whatsoever left. Do not start curling until you are told to. Stand and wait quietly until proctor tells you to start curling. When it is time, the proctor will say you will now thermal curl the hair with a hot iron for 5 minutes. I will direct you when to stop. Start curling. Timing begins now. Test iron on a neck strip. Complete any type of curl, protecting the scalp when curling. Continue to curl until you are told to stop. The proctor will tell you when your 5 minutes of curling is up. At that time, she will tell you to stop curling. Then she will say, you have 5 minutes to clean, blow dry curl workstation. I will announce when there are 2 minutes left to finish. When done, stand quietly. Start your cleanup. Timing begins now. Remember to not start cleanup until instructed to do so. Put your blow dryer, clip, comb, and brush in the multi-use bag. Set your curling iron aside to cool. Put the neck strips into the single-use bag. Disinfect station. Topic Area B, basic facial. You will have 25 minutes. The proctor will say, you will have 10 minutes to set up your workstation and prepare your client for a basic facial. I will announce when there are 5 minutes left. When done, please stand quietly. Start your preparation. Timing begins now. Wash and sanitize hands. Remove facial bag and close main bag or cupboard. Disinfect station and put gloves and paper towel in the single use. Set items to be used on your station and put your bag in the single use. Put shower cap on her hair to protect her hair. Analyze face. Proctor will say, you have 10 minutes to complete a basic facial. I will tell you when there are 5 minutes left. When done, stand quietly. Timing begins now. Step 1 is to cleanse. If you're using a cleanser bottle like this, you can just squirt a little in your hand. If you're using a little snappy top dish, you have to have a spatula to take it out. Remove cleanser. Put cotton rounds in single use. Next step is your steam towel. You'll have a wet towel and a Ziploc baggie. Remove the steam towel, put the towel in the multi-use and the bag in the single use. The next step is a massage. Remove massage cream. And then lastly, we'll tone. When you are done, you will step back and stand quietly. When the time is up, the proctor will say, you have 5 minutes to clean facial workstation. I will announce when there are 2 minutes left to finish. When done, stand quietly. Start your cleanup. Timing begins now. Do not start cleanup until instructed to do so, and put all items in the proper bags. Remove the cape and put cape, massage cream, cleanser, and toner in multi-use bag. Put your neck strips and any other paper or wood items in your single use. Set your mannequin to the side. Your last topic will be your basic manicure for 35 minutes. The proctor will say, you will have 10 minutes to set up your workstation and prepare your client for a basic manicure. I will announce when there are 5 minutes left. When done, please stand quietly. Start your preparation. Timing begins now. Wash and sanitize hands. Remove manicure bag and close main bag or cupboard. Take out gloves and disinfect your manicure station. Set items to be used on manicure station and put bag in single use. Take mannequin hand to the sink and wash mannequin hand and sanitize it. Analyze hand. Stand quietly when done. The proctor will tell you when your 10 minutes is up. Then the proctor will say you will have 20 minutes to complete a basic manicure. I will tell you when there are 10 minutes left. When done, stand quietly. Timing begins now. File all 5 nails. Apply cuticle remover to all 5 fingers without touching the nail with the nozzle. Soak hand in finger bath solution. Push back free edge using a different cotton swab on each nail. Throwing it in single use as you complete each nail. Clean free edge and nail plate with the nail brush. Massage hand. The proctor will let you know when your 20 minutes is complete. If you get done before that point, stand back and remain quiet. When the 20 minutes is done, the proctor will say you have 5 minutes to clean manicure workstation. I will announce when there are 2 minutes left to finish. When done, stand quietly. Start your cleanup. Timing begins now. Remember, do not start the cleanup until instructed to do so. Put all items in the multi-use bag except for your file and your paper towels. You did it. Your last topic is end of day cleanup. You're going to have 10 minutes for that. So the proctor will say, you have 10 minutes to clean your workstation. I will announce when there are 5 minutes left to finish. When done, stand quietly. Start your cleanup. Timing begins now. Do not start that until you're instructed to do so. What you're going to do is you're going to make sure your floor is clean of any debris. You're going to put on your gloves and disinfect the entire workstation, the chair, the station, the mani table, everything that you touched. Put everything back in the main bag and then close multi-use and single-use bags. When finished, raise your hands so the proctor can check your station. Good luck.